What's up, guys? Welcome back to your favorite midnight podcast show, the Midnight Shayo Show with Zimnan. And we're back here with another episode of Midnight Shayo Deluxe. And today, I'm so excited for today's episode because we have like one of the biggest and the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Yeah, we have Maga. What's up?
Thank you. I'm good. How you guys doing?
We're fine. We're doing good. So, your name is it Maga WT? Like, what is the name?
My name is Maga. Maga is my native name.
Oh, it's Maga?
Yeah, it's Maga. Maga is an Igon name. That's my local government. So, my name is Maga. And then, what the fuck is this? I just need to, I just need you to feel like, oh, what the fuck? Like, when you see my stuff, you be like, what the fuck? Like, so that's why I just, but people say Maga, what the fuck? So, yeah, that's just how I got it. Like, Maga, what the fuck?
So did you think of it, or it just came?
I had a friend. I was just doing a show in London, and his name kind of sounds like mine. So he was performing. He said his name, and then he was like, "What the fuck?" And then I was like, "This sounds like my name. I might as well just take it." So I was like, "You know what? That's my new name."
So to the people who have been living under rocks and don't know who you are, just tell us a little bit of what it is that you do.
I'm Maga, what the fuck? I'm an art director and a stylist. Sometimes I do Polaroid photography, and I'd also do fashion design. So that's essentially what I do. But mainly, I'm just a stylist and an art director. Yeah.
So how long have you been doing that?
I would say since 2018. Yeah, it was summer 2018 that I got my first official. Styling gig. So yeah, I'll say since 2018.
So how's it been? Like, how did you start?
Yeah, okay. So I had an ex that was seeing this musician back then, and he was quite big back then. So he had a show in ABG, and he had a show in ABG. She was like, "Yo, my boyfriend is in town. He just needs some clothes." I told him, "You're a stylist." Mind you, I wasn't even a stylist. I was just someone that dressed well and just went for events. And then I was like, shit, okay, cool. And then I just packed a bunch of stuff in my closet and I just took it to him. And he picked a couple of pieces. I think he must have paid me 10,000 naira. That was 6 years ago. So yeah, that was quite some money back then. But yeah, he paid me 10,000 naira and went for a show, killed it.
So how about the art direction?
Yeah, art direction. Art direction is basically creative direction, but it's like a tier beneath it. It's like you're only focusing on the artistic aspect of the project. You're not really, because as a creative director, you kind of have to oversee everyone and everything. You're in charge of the finances, from the pre-production to the post-production, a lot of things. But as an art director, you kind of just want to focus on solely the project. I would say I do creative direction, but it's I don't really want to call myself that because it entails so many things that people do not even know about. So yeah, I just like to call myself an art director. I think it's more, befitting to what I do. So yeah, it's just projects, photo shoots essentially. Come up with a vision. If you have a client, say for example, someone has a clothing brand and they're trying to shoot a campaign or something, just make a mood board, cast the models, all of that stuff.
Okay, so it entails all the casting of the models.
Casting of the models, creating the vision, overseeing the project itself, on set production, even sometimes down to post production, just making sure it's edited. It's edited the right way. So yeah, that's just what it entails. Just 3 phases: pre-production, production, and post.
That's a very out of the box type of thing. How did you get into that? Because it's not a conventional.
Okay, so I don't know. I think ideally I was originally a stylist. All I wanted to do was just style people. And then I remember this was last year, January. I was rounding up uni. Right, I was rounding up uni and I was like, fuck, oh shit, I don't know if I'm allowed to call. I was like, oh shit, what's next? And then I was like, you know what, I want to start projects. And it's at that point in time I wasn't really as established as I wanted to be. So it's I had to just make my own projects to style them essentially. Because
Okay,
no one will let
okay,
me
I
style
feel
the
you.
projects the way I want. A lot of times it was just rappers trying to get me to style them, or like artists, and it's like, for the most part, they just have what they already want to wear, and you're not really allowed to experiment creatively. So, yeah, I was like, you know what, yeah, I'm just gonna start directing my shoes just so that I can get to style it the way I want. And then I just started coming up with this like sick ideas. I mean, I think I had it in me. I think I kind of clocked I had it in me, because if you go on my Instagram feed, like before I started posting like my work, I was just posting myself, and it was never really like some basic fit pics. It was always like me just maybe holding a cup, or like making sure the background matches the fit, or like going to some next level location. Yeah, so I think that's like basic level creative direction, you know, in a sense, just using a phone, being able to just like decide where to shoot, what to wear, how to, the angles, you know, that's like, you know, creative direction in a you know, in a very novice way. So I just felt, you know, like yeah, like I already do stuff, I already do this on a baby level. I can just take it up a notch, and that's what we did. And then we've just been
Skyrocket. You're just
yeah,
skyrocketing.
trust, you know, the growth has been exponential.
So you mentioned that congratulations, you graduated from university last year.
Sir.
From University of Debris, right?
Derby, yeah.
Yeah.
Derby, yeah.
With a degree in civil engineering.
Yes, sir.
How that's very
Bruh, you know, I even tweeted about that today. Hold on one sec. Let me just make this thing loose. Yeah, I even tweeted about that today. It's like, that's another thing. I've always been science oriented. I think finishing from secondary school, I think I was so good at physics, and I was so good at geography, and it was like, what course could I do that kind of entailed a bit of both? So I did some research, chemical engineering, all that stuff. It was at some point it was even medicine, and I was like, you know what, I think civil engineering is calm, because I really liked physics. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's like when you go to uni, it's not secondary school physics. It's different. It's different. It was like, I was like, what? This was what I was expecting. But you know, at that point in time, I was like, yeah, I think I should just do this. And one thing about me is when I put my hand in it, like I can't put my hand in something that doesn't turn gold. It's like everything I do, I have to make sure I do it to the best level. If I'm putting on a fit, if I'm running, I literally just did 10 kilometers today. So it was like once I started my program, my degree program, I was like, I had to just go all the way.
Because you go on honors.
Yeah, and it's second class upper honors.
Yeah.
So I just had to go all the way and just do my thing. So
So how's your experience there? Like
in London, in Derby?
Yeah.
Bruh, Derby. So I was just in London doing up Fashion Week every other day, like, you know what I mean? And then it's like 3 weeks before exams, bro, locked in, library, 8 to... It's not something you should do, but I mean, at that point in time, we just felt like, you know, that was the way out. But yeah, locked in the library, 8 to like 8 p.m. I'm not joking, like, I literally have snaps. So yeah, 8 to 8 p.m. locked in, just trying to study the whole fucking module in 3 weeks. But yeah, we just made it work like
and
that.
it worked for you.
Yeah, we hacked it, you know. So that was essentially just how I navigated, and I managed to get, you know, what I got.
So like, what would you say are your major inspirations in terms of your style?
Kanye West. Because
I just entered here. That was the first thing you said.
Yeah, I love Kanye West. I always talk about Kanye West. It's like, I remember when I was 9, I turned 10, because it was in September. I remember when I was 10, that was the VMAs in 2010. I think it was like 1st of September or like late August. But yeah, Kanye debuted this song, Runaway as fast as... Yeah, and he had this like red suit on, and being 10 years old and just watching that, you're just like, who's this fresh guy? Like, I want to be like him. So next thing you know, back then we used to have these like surround sound speakers that were like long, and like they kind of just look like a mic stand. So I'll stand in front of it, and I was a baby, so I was short. So I'll stand in front of it and I'm like miming the whole song with like red ensemble, just trying to feel like Kanye. And then ever since, I just became a Kanye fan. And being a Kanye fan, it's like he's really tapped into, like, I wasn't a fan of Kanye's music. I was a fan of Kanye West itself. Yeah. So it's like he's tapped into that fashion space so much, and it's like you can't help it but wants to be that cool. Like everything he does, his demeanor, his style, you know, his mannerisms. So I was really just that's just how I got into that whole fashion space. And yeah, he's my inspiration. And then other than that, I think I just get inspiration from like wherever. Like I could just see something that looks cool. Like now, apparently the kids are mixing gold and silver jewelry. I got that from my younger sister from TikTok. Apparently she learned that. So I've just been mixing gold and silver jewelry. Yeah,
Sure,
yeah, I got some gold. Yeah, I got this is something that I wouldn't have done like a year or two ago. I've got gold. I've got gold earrings. I've got silver rings. So I'll just be putting like whatever on. My belt buckle is gold. This has silver, accessories on it. So yeah, it's just I just mix it now, and no one bats an eye. It's like I still pull it.
How do you make your fits? Like, do you have like those type of scenarios where you make it fit in your head and then
of course
you execute it?
Of course. I think if you say you don't have it, I think you're lying.
But if you say because well, some people, when you make it fit in your head and you wear it now, it doesn't come out the way it comes out in your head. I feel like anyone you make in your head, it comes out.
No, I mean, no. I've hacked this thing, let me not lie. Because one thing with me is that I just find a silhouette. So a silhouette is like a how do I put it, like a template that works. And I just alternate the colors. So like one time I was just really wearing suits. And with suits, it's like a two-piece. It's already done. You just have to put it on. And I was just getting these really nice suits. One thing about fashion is that if the color doesn't hack, the texture can hack. If the texture mean like the fabric, you can really get like some different abstract fabric. It really just can make your fit stand out. If the texture doesn't work, the proportions can work. So it's little things like that. It's like simply like me, this is a Burberry top, and I remember when I was gonna crop it, they're telling me, oh, don't crop it, it's a Burberry top, it's 600 pounds, don't do that. And I cropped it and I got it hemmed simply because I had a vision of how I wanted it to look. If it was long, it just kind of doesn't look, you know what I mean? So like you kind of divide your body into three, and 2/3 of it should be like either your top or your bottom. So if you're going to, so like now 2/3 of my body is my pants because the top is cropped. Or if it was to inverse, then 2/3 of my body would be the top. So maybe I'll have longer stuff, and then perhaps just the pants would be the bottom, the last third. So yeah, it's just having guidelines like this. I mean, there's no fashion bible, no fashion dictionary or anything like this. Like whatever works for you, you can just decide to, you know what I mean. So that's just how I do my thing, man. Like
so like how do you like dressing, like there's a way that people look at it. How do you not care about that?
Do you know what it is? I feel like you guys are the ones that are looking at it like that. For me, it's like I'm just looking normal.
Oh,
I never see it as looking like different or like looking weird or looking crazy. For me, it's just like I'm just wearing clothes.
So then, do we look weird?
No. You look normal.
So everybody's just normal.
No. But it's like I just don't see. Like I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh shit, this is calm. Like I can go out like this. It's nothing too crazy. It's not like I'm wearing a fucking G-string. It's like I'm still wearing a top and trousers. I'm still wearing shirts and trousers. And that's how I always, like, even with my parents, they're always like, yo, this trousers are baggy. The trousers are baggy. Why did you call your shirt this? I'm like, is it not a shirt and trouser? Like, you're acting like I'm wearing a gown or like, just baffles me. I think, yeah, I never see it as
anything.
Yeah,
okay.
looking crazy or anything. I'll just think of it
well,
as
from your words, you said something like, my ability to look at pieces as pieces and not attach any gender has made me who I am. Do you remember saying that?
Yeah, that was for the LCC job that I started, that I put this guy in women's wear.
So that means you can wear skirts?
Yes, but there's to each their own. But personally, I just feel like there's this. Sometimes I just feel like you could be doing too much.
Okay.
You could be doing too much. Like, I don't want to, give instances, but like, sometimes you just need to like, just be calm. Like, sometimes less is more. Sometimes like, okay, you can just go over the board, but like, not too much. Because like at the end of the day, the reason why I said that was because I put him in women's wear. Everything he was wearing was women's wear, and it's like, even like with me shopping, it's like I just go to women's wear and I buy women's stuff. Women's rings, even women's perfume, so it's like, that's what I said, like, I just look at pieces as pieces. But obviously there's certain stuff that's been like historically known for women only, like high heels. with the pointy, obviously with the pointy one, like with the wedge ones, I even wear them, but like the ones that are pointy or like a long dress or like something, you get what I mean? Like there's just certain stuff that you just know, oh, okay, this is actually for women. And kudos to the guys that like put it on, like Harry Styles, Kid Cudi. But it's like, I just feel like for me, I'd rather just, you know, stay within my confinement.
In Nigeria, who do you think has the best?
Victony. Victony has the best one.
That's a nice one.
My best dressed Nigerians are Victony and Boy Director. Boy Director is TG Omori. Those are my personally, because for me, I feel like our style aligns the most. Do you get what I mean? Like, even just individual pieces, they were Victony, his silhouette, the back to the silhouette thing I was saying. You see, we always see Victony rocking like a suit with like a Baker Boy hat. Yeah. And he's managed to just make that his thing, and he just changes colors. Do you get what I mean? It's that simple. You just find something that works and just change the colors. Like, even with this silhouette now, the crop shirt, the loafers, and the jeans, and the button, like, I've done nothing less than 10 variations of this. It's literally nothing strange. Maybe sometimes I'll just wear this, or like, you know, change the watch, or like wear different earrings that I wear, but like in terms of like the top, bottom and shoes, it's the same silhouette. So whenever I'm trying to explore a new style, I just sorry, I've already answered the question.
No, continue.
Whenever I'm trying to explore a new style, I just buy a bunch of pieces from like the new style I'm trying to explore. So if I'm trying to get into mesh tops, I buy like 5 to start, and then when I see that when I see that I'm into it and I like it, I just buy 5 more, and I just rock like, you know, for like a good 4 to 6 months, I'm just rocking like mesh tops, and people know me for that. That was the time that I was really just wearing cowboy hats in ABJ, and like
I was about to get to that. Oh, you already answered the question. I was about to get to like, do you feel like you have different fashion eras?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I just section it, and it's like right now I just do what I'm feeling at that point in time. So as I was saying, there was the time that I was into cowboy hats, and I really got like 5 cowboy hats, and I got like 10 ties. I remember I even got them like they were vintage ties. I got them thrifted. Must have gotten 10 for like £10 on Depop. It was so cheap. So yeah, and I just kept on changing, and I bought a bunch of shirts, and I just kept on changing the colors, and you can even see it on my Instagram or like my archive. But I just kept on changing the colors, but it was essentially the same fucking look every fucking time in terms of like the silhouette. So I have different eras. Who knows what the next era might be? I might just be into some like crazy stuff.
I wanted to ask, what was your best era? Me personally, from what I have seen, I feel like the cowboy era was. I liked that one the best.
You know what? Yeah, fair enough. Maybe for you that, but I feel like I got the best fit pics with like the mesh tops and the suits. So if you go on my Instagram from like 2022, from like, you know, August 2022 to like February 2023, I was really just wearing like these mesh tops, and I wear like these baggy ass pants. They call them Ashake trousers. I don't know. But that was.
You even did it before Ashake.
Yeah, I mean, technically, but yeah, it's that was my best. And then the suits as well. I still have the suits. One thing is that just because an era is over doesn't mean I'm not gonna wear them again. I'm still gonna wear it, but it's just, I'm just more in tune with the new stuff.
So is this the new?
For now, just top button. Crops. Jeans, yeah. That's the new swag, man. My mom was like, you've cut all your shirts. And I'm just like, it's whatever.
So you have had quite a few editorials.
100%.
Like, tell us about some.
Yeah, I've had OT86, Housewives of the Realm, OT86, Housewives of the Realm, Servants of the Realm, The Polaroid Masquerade, Let There Be Light. I've had a couple. My favorites are OT86 and Housewives of the Realm. Well, they're not my favorite, but like they're the ones that have done the best on my social media, so I've been compelled to just think they're my favorites.
My favorites, I think, was the Polaroid Masquerade. I think I really liked that one.
That was and you know what's crazy? That was such a casual idea. It was so casual in the sense that like I just had, because I told you I do Polaroid photography, so I just had this bunch of Polaroids in my room just collecting dust, and I just thought one day, what if I pin them to like, because I have a bunch of suits from my suit era as well, so I was like, what if I just pin them to a suit? And luckily enough, like a week or two after I just thought of that, the guy, he hit me up. He was like, "Yo, like, I'm trying to get like pictures, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Oh shit, okay, cool." I already had this idea in my head, so I just made the mood board, sent it to him. He approved it. We just got it done, and this was in like September or October. But obviously, it just takes time to put stuff out.
Everything together.
Yeah, you just want to. It's just long sometimes to just put work out, you know. So yeah, we put that out, and people like it.
So how's like the conceptualization process?
Oh, it's divine. It's like it just comes. I think I just shot one Sinister. I got funded by these guys that are trying to showcase my work in America. It's called Sinister. That one, the idea, it was literally just like on like 2nd of January or something. I won't give a spoiler, but it just came to me, and I was like, damn, I need to like shoot this.
So like it just comes like
that's what I'm saying. It's divine. Or like and there's another one I'm planning with my girl. So it's like I just tried this guy's biker jacket because as I said, when you're styling, you kind of just get pieces from designers. And sometimes you just want to try it on just to see how it looks, you know. And I tried it on, I was like, damn, okay, I want to shoot for this guy, like, this really nice. So my girlfriend, she's a model, she's an actress and a model, so I was like, okay, cool, like, come, let's do this. So now we're just working on that. So it's like it just comes like naturally. But on certain occasions, it's like you'd have a client and you kind of have to
work with like
sit down, and because sometimes you don't really have an idea. So I hate when I have to just sit down and think of something, and it might take from 2 days to like a week to maybe even a month. But I really prefer the ones that are just divine, like it comes to like a revelation. It's like, fuck, I need to just shoot this.
So I want to talk about Servants of the Realm.
Yes,
you
sir.
shot that in your hometown, right?
Yes, sir. I shot that in Nasarawa.
How was that?
It was hectic. It was hectic because they don't really know how editorials work. It's like, you know, it's like they're like, why is this guy just? Why does he have like a bunch of kids bald and like wearing red? And
did you paint those children?
No, we had charcoal. It was just a fun experience for them. We're like, just have fun. That's why some of them were seated, some of them were standing. It was just like, okay, like. They're my friends as well. Do you get what I mean? Because I'll go back to Nasarawa a lot, and it's like these are just kids in my area, and they see me often, and we just go out, we get food. So like they're kind of like my friends. So it's like when I told them, okay, cool, I need kids, and they're like, we'll do it for you. Come on. And I even told them I'll give them, you know, I'll take them to get food. I'll give them the clothes out. So yeah, they were just down. But the thing was charcoal. I let them play with it by themselves. We didn't put it on them. We just bought like a bunch, like grounded like a bunch of charcoal. Put it on like a flat surface and told them, "With you guys, just go and put it on your body." And
that must have been fun.
It was so fun. I mean, it was in the middle of the day. It was like 11, 12, where like the sun is directly above you. So it was hectic, but it was fun.
So Ode to 86, there was a particular picture. I think you know the picture I'm talking about.
The one that she was.
Yeah, that Jackie Chan pose.
Yes.
Like I've been trying to understand how that
let me show you guys
possible and how that even happened.
Yeah, let me actually. I mean, obviously we're having an interview, but I'll show them at the background. Let them just see this. We're putting this out today. You can have a look at this, watch it, and you see. But it's like
was it planned?
Yes, it was planned. When I was making the mood board, the whole point of it was to make capture like the feeling of like in the 80s. So I went on Pinterest and I was googling you know, pictures from the 80s, and I saw this picture of Fela Kuti's song, you know, from the 80s, and I was just like, okay, cool, like let's recreate this, you know. But the general theme of it was just like the year my parents met, you know, just how, you know, they fell in love, how, you know, how simple love was back then. So we kind of paired the models and had them just like acting like it was a wedding day. But that particular show, yeah, it was planned. It was, trust me.
Like, did she actually?
No, that was what I showed them in the video. She just jumped off a surface like this. I'll show you after the podcast. She just jumped off a surface like this, but we made it look like she was in air. Like,
was it once? Was it one?
No. We had like 3-4 takes.
Okay, that's still fair.
Yeah, we had like 3 or 4 takes, but yeah, that was planned. Trust me.
It looked very.
Thank you, and cool. That picture. Yeah, I think that picture took me to another level because, like, even like posting on Twitter, everyone was like, "Oh, these guys recreated Fela Kuti," you know, and they just posted. And I think one of the posts must have got to like 4,000 likes on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Instagram. I think my manager sent me the statistics. I think we must have done like 7.5k likes across all the pages that we posted it on. So it really did well. It's my most viewed, most liked editorial today. And yeah, you always just want to like top the previous one. So I'm just looking at the next ones now, how crazy they're gonna be.
So do the pictures like have meanings? Like do all the individual shots have different meanings?
No, not really. No, the editorial, you know, like as a group, it has meaning, but each picture individually, no, it doesn't. It's just that's just too much work. It's like everything has to be deep and having, you know, sometimes
Just chill.
Yeah.
She spoke about a mood board. What did you call that?
Yeah, mood board. Yeah.
What's that?
A mood board is basically a document that you make to kind of, you know, that captures the feeling of the shoot. People always try to just put direct pictures, but it's like a mood board is just supposed to capture the mood of the shoot. So essentially, if I'm trying to make a shoot that's about love, I can have stuff like Cupid shooting an arrow. I could have stuff like, you know, someone looking after his wife, or like someone, you know, and it doesn't mean I'm going to recreate Cupid shooting an arrow. It's just like that's how it should feel. That's the mood. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, that's just essentially what it is. A board
with like the
mood.
idea.
Yeah, the idea.
Okay. I feel you. So how do you describe your editorials, like collectively?
You know, yeah, I'm still kind of trying to find my visual identity, but at this point in time, I think with the Realm series, if you go on my thingy, right, there's two. If you go on my page, there's two types of editorials. There's the ones that are very, very dark, black and white. And then there's the ones that are like OTA 86, Servants of the Housewives of the Realm. They were in color. They were like very bright. And then, you know, when you go like the Polaroid Masquerade, Mabel, Zilla Oaks, it's very black and white, dark. So, you know, that's the purgatory. Yeah, I will give you guys a spoiler. When I'm having an exhibition, and that's just literally how we're gonna design it. So the purgatory is like the hell, like all the pictures are black and white and it's very moody. And then we now have the Realm, which is like very colorful, bright, you know, it's more,
I like that.
Yeah, so when we're doing our exhibition, we'll have it's 2 floors. We're gonna have the bottom floor of the purgatory, and we're gonna have all these dark pictures, and then you go up a floor, and then it's just like very colorful. The Realm and the purgatory.
Oh, you guys heard that here first. You heard it here
I've
first.
been promoting that since like November. I've been talking about it. It's gonna be crazy.
So the exhibition, I was also going to get to that. The exhibition, like, what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, it's basically that I'm looking at doing it. I'm looking forward to doing it. I think I'm possibly looking at July, August.
Okay.
Yeah, July, August. We just have that done. I'm just trying to put out more stuff now, so that at least there's more material for the exhibition. And then with the exhibition, I'm trying to make it something that's never been done, at least in this city, because we're not just gonna hang pictures up in a room and just call it a day. It's like we're going to design the space, the sound, the lights. Do you get what I mean? It's like a whole immersive experience. We're gonna try and make the place Instagrammable as well. It's like all these girls can come get their pictures, you know, just because we've done the place so differently. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, it's not gonna be just some basic stuff where you're hanging pictures in an art gallery. It's gonna be an experience. And that's why we're gonna charge crazy for it. Trust me.
But it's an exhibition. Like, I thought it would be free.
No. There's paid exhibitions. Gabriel Moses does pay. He's had 2 or 3 of them. Yeah, and she's charged like 10 pounds. Yeah, there's paid exhibitions. Like, you can't expect me. It's different. The free ones, like, it's just, as I said, the ones that they just hang.
Yeah, it's just basic, and
yeah,
this
but it's like,
isn't
if you're
that.
trying to give someone an experience, come on.
Definitely.
Like, I didn't come for a charity. I have to make money. So, yeah.
We're definitely looking forward to seeing how that is going to.
Thank you so much.
So, like, just tell us who have you worked with, like, throughout your career?
Yeah, I mean,
because you have worked with a lot.
Yeah, no, I have. I even took down the credits for my Instagram because they're just getting more and more. But I worked with, my first proper work was with Psycho IP. I've worked with Psycho. I've worked with Mologo. I've worked with Rich the Kid. I've worked with Rich the Kid and Afro B. I've worked with LCC, you know, London College of Fashion, LCF, sorry. That was probably one of my biggest as well. LCF, a couple magazines. I just hopped off a Zoom call with some big magazine in America. They just commissioned me for a shoot they're trying to put out in May. Who else? And then local talents as well, a bunch of them. But BAME agency, this a modeling agency in UK. Yeah, I think off the top of my head, these are the ones I can remember that I can
That's
see.
big.
Dice Ales. I worked at Dice Ales. I was Dice Ales personal stylist for like 2-3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah,
You've gone very, very far.
Yeah, I mean,
You're still growing.
Yeah.
So I saw something on your Instagram. You went for a campaign. Do I call it a campaign? What do I call it? Where you said make Afro swing great again.
Oh yeah, that's no.
What was that about?
No. Because for NSG, right? NSG, they were doing this. They were promoting the album, and basically the whole idea behind the album was make Afro swing great again, because that's the genre of music they do.
Yeah.
I was almost gonna wear the cap today, but I was like, let me wear black. So yeah, and then they invited me. They invited me. They're like, oh yeah, you should show up. So I just went and saw my guys, and I really liked the merchandise. So I just collected one of each. I collected the badge, I collected the hats, I collected the banner. I think it's still in London. I collected the ball, because I had this. I'm always just mentally creative directing in my head, and I was like, what if I just do like a campaign style shoot, not even editorial, just fit pick, because it looks like I'm at a rally. So, and I was wearing like a proper shirt as well, so it kind of just looks very genuine. So I was like, yeah, let me just do that. And then I had my girl just take pictures of me on the street with like the placards and everything, and they posted it on their page. My friends.
I saw they commented, and
it was jokes, trust me. But yeah, shout out to that. They're supposed to come to ABJ for a show, but they had a tight schedule in this December. They couldn't really. But yeah, shout out to them, man.
So what are you working on right now? What are you working on?
Oh man,
I know you're not going to want to share.
No. It's good to just kind of give teasers. I don't even know when this is gonna be out. So who knows if it will be out by the time this is out. But yeah, I have a bunch of editorials. I have this campaign that I directed for this women's wear clothing brand. I have obviously the shoot with my girl for this streetwear brand. I have the Red Cup party coming up. And then Ramadan is coming. We're just gonna go on like a 1-month hiatus, just kind of to tap in with like our spirituality, and and then coming out of Ramadan, it's just a bunch of more editorials. Gonna finish up the realm. So that's Housewives of Servants of the Realm, Guardians of the Realm. It's just all these editorials titled Of the Realm.
Of the Realm.
Yeah, because it's like the realm for me is just like it's a mental state of mind. It's like when Travis Scott, titled his album Utopia, and Utopia was really just a dark dystopian vibe, and it's like that was his mental state of mind, like So for me, the realm is just how I see life. Like in life we have the housewives, we have the servants. Growing up I had servants. Growing up my dad has 2 wives. I saw him how they were living. So these are just the experiences I'm trying to capture. Guardians of the realm, elders of the realm, my uncles. So all these things, I just kind of got inspired to create a fictional universe in my head, which is called the realm. And that's why like there's like Easter eggs in my editorials. If you notice, even everything is designed, like even the currency.
Yeah, I saw that.
We designed that, so it's like it's my world, and like I'm the president of the realm, and like they use my money, and like everything is so bright and colorful. So, yeah, that's just essentially what the realm is about. Yeah, I like that. Very themed. Yeah.
So you're the president of the realm.
Not even president. I'm the Supreme Realm Observer. That's why I call myself.
Supreme Realm.
SRO. I used to call myself HRF SRO. His Royal Flyness Supreme Realm Observer. But then I was like, that's like some Kim Jong-un shit. I was like, I took that out. And I was like, let me just call myself Maga. But on Twitter, my name was HRF SRO for a long time.
I like that.
I appreciate
that's really cool.
And it's like even with like our design, our iconography, we don't use black at all. Even like with my party, I told that my first rule is like don't use black. I might give leeway for other colors, but like it's very bright and it's colorful. So black is the last thing I want on my visual identity. Yeah. The black and the blacks and the whites are safe for the purgatory. There I can experiment with more darker theme stuff. So yeah.
But the realm is
just colorful. This is reminding me of the People's Gallery on TikTok, where it's like any advice for people and like just be yourself, and it's like everyone just says just be yourself.
Yeah.
But fashion tips, honestly, as it's just a repetition of what I've already said. Find what works for you, and just it's like the certain stuff. Like you never catch me wearing like slim glasses because I've kind of put on some weight and I know my face is round. So you find me wearing like wider lens stuff just because my face is covered more and it kind of gives an illusion of a slimmer face. Or certain stuff like even your head shape. You know you have a big head. You should kind of grow. You should kind of grow hair. Okay. Don't be having like stuff that's gonna make your head look round. Or like if you're chubby, stuff like, or like if you're skinny, don't wear too much like skinny jeans and your legs are looking on the camera. So it's essentially just that's just what I can say. Find what works for you. Don't do no trends at all. Like it's like you see how with me I just started cropping my shirts and I found my silhouette on TikTok. Apparently they're wearing like those belts with the rhinestones and they're doing the stuff. It's like that fine, like it's a trend, that's calm, but like it's gonna die and like new stuff is gonna come and you're just gonna wanna like have to keep up. But it's like when you find what works for you, like this now I could be dressing like this for the next 7-10 years. What Victony wears, he has his own Baker Boy hat with the suit. He can wear that for the next 5-7 years. And Lagbaja has been wearing the same thing for like 20 years. It's like he found what worked for him and he bossed that shit. So it's like find what works for you and just experiment with it. Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
We had such an amazing time having you here.
It was such an honor.
I hope you had fun. You liked it.
Trust me. Now, of course. I love just talking about what I do and all that stuff.
Thank you guys for watching up to this point or listening. Engage with our social media platforms: Instagram, TikTok, X, and Midnight Shayo, and comment and just do what you have to do. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. Thank you.